Yeah, hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of SME Roundtable. And I'm your host, Edwina Precious. Yeah, briefly before we go into the program for today, I would like to tell you who we are and what we do. So, we are Pels Consulting, a management consulting firm that provides services to aid organizations in achieving their growth and expansion targets, with special attention to the economic improvement of SMEs. Pels Consulting provides professional services at an affordable price, and we are committed to the strengthening of the internal processes and practices of organization by building a system that constantly delivers results. To make this program a success, we have some of our partners. We have Fat Corner, we have Tan TV, and Jobberman. And on our show today, we have our very special guest, Mr. Adebayo Adewunmi, who is the founder and project manager of Larger Than Life Company. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. So let's just quickly go into the show today. I'm so excited because I like what I see. Okay, so all right. So can you briefly tell us about yourself? Just what you want us to know about you.
My name is Adebayo. I started Larger Than Life and Company 3 years ago. I think entering, I'd like to call myself just a project manager. That's the title I prefer to give myself. And I am the creative, I think I also call myself the creative manager or in the company because I do most of the designs. I come up with a lot of designs. When we get jobs to do, I don't just go with the conventional things. I like to create things myself. So I think it's even the creative side of me that led me into interior design in the first place. That made me have passion for interior design. Yes, like let's create something new. Let's create something that's not there. Let's. So I'm very big on creativity. So and that somehow reflects in the job that we do in the company also.
Thank you so much.
You want me
Yes,
to say
I.
more? Okay.
No, if you want to say more, if you want to say more, you can actually say more. If you have any other thing you would like us to know
Any
about you.
other thing I want to add about me? Nothing much. It's my life is more. I'm building a company right now, so almost everything about me right now is vested into the company. So if I'm talking about myself, I can't talk about myself without talking about the company. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So
Yes,
if
I
you ask me to talk
understand.
about myself, when people ask me to talk about myself, I realize that I somehow I deviate and start talking about the company.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we are
That's
building
good.
something, so we are giving ourselves to it like
So it's fully, fully. I
fully,
understand. I
exactly.
understand. I understand. Well, that's a good one. So I just want to ask,
Thank you.
what spurred up Larger Than Life Company? What spurred up, and what's the organization core business? What spurred it up?
Okay, what started the company? Okay, I think I'll go back a little bit before what started the company. What led me into interior design, which in reality, I think I entered interior design by chance. I'm going to say why. I was an I graduated as a petroleum engineer. So when we finished, everybody was expecting, you know, Shell job, Chevron job, and stuff like that. So after I waited for about a year, no job, then I just got a friend in church who told me, okay, I'm in architecture. I run an architecture and interior design firm. Would you want to join me? No problem. So I joined, I started working for him. I worked for him for about 2 years. So we were doing construction, architectural design, and interior design in the company. So when I decided to leave, it was when I decided to leave, I said like, okay, what part of all this that we're doing can I focus on? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Okay.
Network issue?
Yes,
I know
network
what
issue.
happened. Oh,
Sorry.
possibly,
So you can just.
possibly is the way. Okay, can I continue?
Yes. Yes, please, you can.
Okay. Okay. So when, as I was saying before, so I just started working for him. I was going to sites, doing a lot of site work, you know. Then when I decided to leave him, to leave the company, I thought to myself, what part of all this that I've worked for over the year can I do on my own? So I decided to choose interior design. And it's me choosing interior design that led to larger than life and company. I think we are still having issue with the network. All right, can I continue now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, yes, you can, please.
Okay, all right. So I decided to go into interior design after I left the company where I was working before, and that was what gave birth to larger than life and company. When I decided to go into interior design, like I said, I got into it by chance, but when I made up my mind to go into it, I was very intentional about everything, the steps I took after that. I started the company, I registered it, and I decided to go to an interior design school.
Wow.
So you get to learn the core of the trade. So it's not just, oh, I know about designs, let me go and learn about the trade. So it was after I finished the school that I now registered the company and started Larger Than Life and Company. That was what gave birth to Larger Than Life and Company. A little bit of chance, a little bit of necessity gave birth to Larger Than Life and Company.
Well, that's a beautiful. That's a beautiful one. It's very beautiful because most times people just feel okay. If it's another person now, just feel okay. I have 2 years experience already.
I have to exactly.
Just launch out. I can just launch out. But I like this fact that you took a second step to go and relearn what you've learned. So it had helped you and it helped you. And if you notice, okay, before we started the show, I told you I went to your page to check your pictures, and I was impressed. And at some point, I said, "Wow, is this from a Nigerian?" Because I could see, I could feel a lot of touch, like different touch from. I don't know if you follow Pinterest, but once you follow Pinterest, you see a lot of creative touch. Yes, so I'm really impressed about your company, and I'm happy. I'm really happy with you. Okay, so I want to ask, so why starting up your company? What words were able to navigate through those challenges?
What was the word? Sorry, I didn't get that.
Why starting up your company? What were the challenges you faced? And how were you able to navigate through those challenges?
I think the major challenge I had when I was starting the company was customers. Marketing, basically getting customers. I was new, I was fresh, nobody knew me. So the main challenge I had was getting customers. And luckily for me, where I worked before was a small company, also a growing company. And there I was like the project manager, I was the site engineer, I was the procurement engineer, I was the accountant, I was the bookkeeper, I was, this small company where one person is doing like
5 to 10 jobs.
Exactly. So I was playing like 10 roles. So by the time I left the company, I was already equipped with the skills I needed to start a company. The only thing I wasn't doing in my previous company was marketing, because my boss then had his client base already. So everything was just based on referrals. So when I started, the main challenge I had was marketing. How do I market myself? How do I get clients? How do I let people know me? Then I read a book The Rules of Entrepreneurship by Rob something. But the long story short, what I read in the book was basically the greatest form of marketing is referrals. Good jobs.
Yes.
When you do good jobs for people, people will refer you. So the things I did after that one, after I read that book, okay, so what do? I need to strive for excellence. I need to do good jobs. Even the small works I do, I need to make sure I do them perfectly to get customers. So now the solution, the problem I've faced is marketing, getting clients. The solution is I need to make sure I strive for excellence in my work. So what I did was, the first thing I did was I went to learn 3D, how to do 3D graphics. Human beings are very visual. When we see things that are beautiful, when we see things that are nice, we want them. Oh, you design this. Oh, I want this. So I went to learn 3D. I started on YouTube actually how to do 3D graphics. I did the classes. So when I started doing 3D and putting them online, a lot of people were seeing the pictures and be like, this is so nice. Okay. People now start calling me. You know, the online market it's a very big place. People you don't know, people I don't even know will just call me up. Did you design this? I put my phone number on Instagram. Did you design this? I'll be like, yes. Okay, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? So that's how I started getting my clients, a step at a time. Then I now made sure every time we get a job, I don't just take actions there and leave. I'm like, it's like micromanaging. I stay on the AdSense like this. Why is this line not straight? Why is this? You get like I watch. Yes. Then I invested in a lot of precision equipment. I had to buy laser leveling, laser plumb, laser tape. All these things are things that make your work come out as impeccable when you do them. So once you do one job for a client and they see, this guy, I like the fact that everything is neat, they refer you to another person. Clients have confidence. Clients can confidently refer you to somebody else when you do their own job well.
Well, yes.
Exactly. So I started getting referrals. So the main challenge I had was marketing, and the solution I had for that was make sure every job I do gives me an opportunity to get referrals from clients. Strive for excellence in our job.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for that. And I hope entrepreneurs are online who are watching us and are listening to this. Excellence is one key thing that most people don't really know that is important. Even when you're selling pepper, sell it as if your life depends on it. Sell it as if.
This is what I've been called to do in this life.
This is what I've been called to do in this life, actually. And it is beautiful. It is beautiful to hear what you just said now, because I could attest to it looking at your page yesterday, and I was like, wow, this is good. This is sweet.
Thank you.
This is very clean and excellent.
Thank you.
Well done, sir. So I want to ask, so while starting up your business, have you had any issues, any government policies? Has any government policies affected your business so far?
None that I will say of. I think the only thing is the issue of, say a lot of things, okay, like the issue of taxation now. I don't think it's a policy, but it's something that actually affects, business owners in Nigeria, and it's something that it's actually affecting me also, because I don't think a lot of things are clear on, like, if you start a company, I think you are supposed to have a year or 2 year, is it like tax break or something before you start paying? A lot of things are not clear in our government regulations and rules on all these things. When you ask people, so you have to deal with middlemen who you're asking, so how do I do this? Even when you go to their companies, FRS company, when you go to all these, they give you the information, they're almost shrouded in, it's like they're giving you parables when they're giving you the information. And I think a whole lot of it comes from the fact that they don't want you to deal with they don't want you to pay the money to government directly. I think a lot of them want the money to come through them first.
Like individually.
I don't know if, yes, the Nigerian factor is like, if I go to meet an FRS officer, okay, how do I do this? Don't worry, you just pay me 200K, I'll help you handle everything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want to give
Yes,
him
I do.
200K to help me handle everything. I want to know the right steps to follow so that if eventually you are no more in the office, another person is in the office, like I can be like, okay, this is my proof, this is my document that I've done this, that I've done this, that I've done this. So I think it's those small challenges that we have dealing with the Nigerian factor in our government parastatals. So it's not really
Yes.
policy, it's just the human factor in Nigeria government offices. Those
Yes,
are
and
small challenges we've had.
yes, that's true because, and if you notice, that's why most entrepreneurs don't want to register their business.
Exactly,
They're
that's the
like,
truth. Once I
if you
register, I'll
register
start paying
business
tax. I'll
now,
start
that
doing
fear
this.
of paying a lot of tax, paying tax that are even higher than your income. That's why we have a
Your
lot of
income, exactly.
SMEs, but yet they are not registered. And
They are not
the
registered.
income does not go directly to the government and all the rest. Well, that's a good one. All right, so
Thank
I
you.
want to ask. So, how have you? What's in setting up your team? In setting up your and managing your team? What has worked for you? Your team, like the people that work with you. What has worked best for you? Did you get my
In
question?
set, I do setting up my team, right? What has
Yes,
worked
yes.
best
What
for
has
me?
worked best for you?
I think two things I look out for in when I have a project and I'm bringing my team in is the first thing is reliability, and the second thing is your competence. Now I'll talk on reliability. In our job, we deal with artisans a lot. You have to deal with artisans, and trust me,
Yes.
dealing with artisans will give you headache. Dealing with
Right.
unreliable artisans. Dealing with unreliable artisans will give you serious headache. We have a job to deliver on Friday, then all of a sudden the guy switch off his phone. From Thursday, the guy switch off his phone. Throughout Friday, you can't really reach the guy. That thing will give you headache. So one of the first thing I look out for is it's not only that you are competent to do the work, are you reliable? Can I tell my clients we are going to finish your job in 2 weeks and we actually finish the job in 2 weeks? Not that the one you tell me, my brother, sister's uncle had an accident, I have to go. Somebody gave birth, I have to, it should not be around. You know, flimsy excuses from artisans. So I need artisans that are reliable.
Wow.
So what I do when I get such people is that I invest in them. I am see as long as an artisan is loyal to me, I am loyal back to them. For the past 2 years, I've been using only one carpenter to work. For the past 2 years, I've been using only one POP installer to work. Even when the person tells me I'm not available right now, I tell the client, can you give us a week before we start your work? Is it possible? The person I want to use is not available. So this guy knows, so this my installer knows that, man, whatever job I get, whether big or small, I'm always giving it to him. So he knows as he is loyal to me, I am loyal to him too. So that's reliability. It's somebody I can rely on. There are people there are jobs I get. I'm not even in Lagos when I get the jobs. I just call
Yeah.
my person, hey, go and meet this client, go and do this. Are they reliable? You get so reliability is very big for me when I'm bringing my team together. Then competence. Can you do the job even if I'm not there? Can you do it as if I am there? So reliability and competence, those two things are very important to me when I'm setting up my team to do jobs. Hello, hello, can you hear me? I can't hear you anymore. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh, so sorry. Network, another network issue again.
Issue, yeah.
This is well. We'll
It's
be
not. I
fine.
mean, it's part of. It's part of what we are saying. The Nigerian factor sometimes. So
Nigerian
it
factor.
happens.
All
The
right,
Nigerian
continue,
factor
please.
is there.
Thank you.
Okay. So competence and reliability. Those are two things that are very important to me. If I'm not there, can you do the job as if I am there telling you what to do? Are you competent? Because jobs, when interior design is a job of precision. Interior design is a job of you are there to enhance the space. You are there to beautify the space. So are you competent enough to actually not, some people, like, for example, now let me give you an example of a wallpaper. When you see some people lay wallpaper, and if wallpaper be patterns, when they lay the wallpaper, they don't align the wallpaper, the patterns properly. Where one pattern ends, the pattern is supposed to be continuous. When some people lay wallpaper, they just lay wallpaper like, oh, if you are laying wallpaper for me, everything has to be precise. Where this wallpaper ends, the next wallpaper that's coming in has to start at the same exact point where the other one ended. So even if I'm not there telling you, this is how you're supposed to lay it, can I trust you to go to the client's space, to the client's house, and do this exact same work as if I were there monitoring what you're doing? Competence and reliability. Those are the two things I look out for when I'm setting up my team.
Oh, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. And I feel if entrepreneurs can actually buy this idea, it will really go a long way. So it's not just getting people to work, it's getting people that are competent and reliable. So I've gone through your work and I've seen a lot of innovation. I've seen a lot of thoughtful ideas. I like beautiful things. That's why I'm impressed about your work. So when I see something that is nice and beautiful, I'm always like, wow, this is on point. So how do you manage innovation? You know what you do is an innovative work. If you can't think, if you're not creative, you won't be effective. Yes. So how do you manage? Yes. So how do you manage innovation, and what strategy has worked for you?
I have only one strategy: research. As I keep doing, if I want to design just one room, the amount of research I put into, okay, this space I want to design, what are the amount of research I put into? In fact, you would think I'm designing a full duplex. I look at color scheme. I will read about colors. I will read about how to manage the space. I will go online. I will look at pictures. I will go to different sites. We have house.com, Pinterest. Yeah, I go to Google. I just research a lot. So once I research a lot on all these things, it's like I take a bit from here, a bit from here, a bit from here, a bit from here. By the time I now bring all these small bits of design I've seen in every other places and I put them together, people look at it and be like, oh wow, this is nice. Oh wow, this is nice. So basically, innovation for me is I keep researching. I'm very big on research. The world we live in we live in a flat world now where I can be here and I can be seeing what the job somebody just did in Australia. I can be here and I can see the job a team did in Japan or something. So why not take a little bit of innovation from here, a little bit of innovation from there, bring it together, marry them, and you have something beautiful. I've created some furnitures that are not in existence. Like, I think a part of the distance we show, you see a shoe rack and a dresser attached together. In part of the pictures, I think part of the pictures you display.
Yes.
There is one that is a shoe rack and a dresser. I came up with that idea. It was together. I had to come up with that idea. A client has a space. The space is not so big, and the client is telling me, I want a dresser and I want a shoe rack. How do we do it? Wow. I said, no problem. Don't worry. I will come up with. How do we do it? The space is limited, and as an interior designer, part of your work is not just aesthetics, but you need to think about space management also. So how do I provide you these two things that you need, but still have enough space for you to do other things? So I went online, I started searching, just looking at pictures. Then after a while, it clicked. Why not add both together? Create a dresser and a shoe rack together. You don't need to separate them. Then I picked up my laptop, started 3D. I started designing different things, and after a while it came out. Oh, I was like, this is nice. Even when I sent it to the clients, I was like, when you wow your clients, when you give your clients things they've not seen, they know you know what you're doing. They know you know what you're doing. So innovation for me basically is you need to do it. I do a lot of research. So that is my strategy for innovation actually. Do a lot of research. See what other people have done.
Thank you very much.
Learn what other people. Thank you too.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you so much for that. Wow. So as entrepreneurs, you need to do research. Don't just sit on what you've already known, the traditional method or what they've taught you.
They don't work.
In the place where you learned. You see some people they're still with their old recipe books and you're like, things have moved. Please move. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for that. So I want to ask, what's the role and importance of data gathering for your business?
Okay, for me, I think the role of data gathering for my business, basically, we live in a world where data now is gold. Data is the new gold. That's the truth. You need to know, okay, if you are trying to create a niche and tailor your business towards a particular set of people, you need to know the data. You need to know the people that fall into this subset of group that you're trying to tailor your business into. So for me, when I'm trying to gathering data is not just even about my business. It's not about the clients alone. It's also about like the innovation thing I talk. The research is basically me gathering data.
Yes.
So the role of data gathering helps my creativity. First of all, it helps my creativity. It helps my creativity process. It broadens my mind to see the possibilities. I think that's the word. The possibilities out there. Then the next thing is, how do you now make these possibilities? Because it's not just enough for you to create things. You need to be able to sell the thing to create. You need to be able to know, okay, these are the set of people who can fit into this thing that I've created. The way I will design a kitchen for a student is not the same way I will design a kitchen for a newly married couple. It's not the same way I will design a kitchen for a large family. So you need to understand what each person wants, and everything is in the information you're able to gather about your clients. The information you've been able to gather about this set of people you are trying to sell your market to. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I do. I really do.
Okay.
Understand what
so data for me, gathering data for me it's in place of it helps my creativity, and it helps me understand my market, the people I'm selling the creativity to.
That's true. That's really impressive. Wow. You know, you just opened my eyes to another aspect of data, the aspect of creativity, the aspect of having data based on your research work.
On
You
your
know, most
research
times
work, exactly.
we just have different research work that we go back, we just leave it at times. Once we are done with what we want to
When we
pick
are
from
done,
it, we
yes,
just let
we
it go.
move
But
on.
what I just learned is you can always go back to it. Always, yeah, sure. Wow. Okay, so thank you very much. So I want to ask, do you patronize organizations that render consulting services?
So far, no. I haven't patronized any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any
That's
reason?
the
Do you have a
honest
reason
truth.
for that? Do you have a
I
reason
think the
for that?
need. I think the need. I've not. You know, sometimes something happens when the need arises. So maybe I think the need has not just showed up for me to, or maybe I've not just seen
To
the yes to patronize. The need has not. Then sometimes like the information you have, it helps. Sometimes I don't even know how they could be of service to me. So by the time you're exposed to the information about, oh, this is how these
oh really?
companies can help. So for now, no, I haven't patronized
Oh,
any.
okay. So okay, so let me. How would I put it now? I would like you to patronize because it is really important. You know, as entrepreneurs, we see our
Okay.
business one way, but consulting
Yes.
firms they tend to see your business, the overall view of your business. They don't just see it the way you see it. They see it differently. You know, when you say somebody is fine, you might see your friend and say, my friend is very fine. But when someone else comes and, this person has this spot at this part, there's something that needs to be corrected here. Yes, we're so sorry for the break in transmission. Sorry for the network
It's okay.
issues we've been having since. Okay,
No problem.
you were saying something, so you can just continue.
No, it was you were telling me about
Okay,
how
yes. So I was
consulting
telling you
firms
the
can be good to me.
importance, yes, the importance of having a consulting firm in your life. Like Pels Consulting now, we
Yes.
work with SMEs. We will help SMEs. Like for your job now, you can actually get people that want to invest into it, and you need a business plan. I don't know if you have one, but
Definitely.
you need a business plan. And what a business plan does for you, that it gives you like 30% like advantage over other businesses that don't have a business plan. It helps you, it puts you ahead. Like it makes your investors see that okay, this guy knows what he wants to do. It makes people want to buy into your business. You can just say, okay, this is what I have. But if you really want to expand, you need investors. So having a consulting firm will always help you. It will help you see your business beyond what you see. It is not just for business plan, also for um like reviewing contract review. Now Bells Consulting does contract
Oh,
review.
okay.
If you have a contract with a partner and maybe someone wants to invest and you don't really understand, most times we are just excited. Okay, let me just do this
Yep.
deal. Let's seal this deal.
Yeah.
Let's seal this
Contract is
deal.
coming in.
And
Yeah, that's true.
and you don't read the whole terms and conditions carefully. It
No
might really affect
conditions.
you. So yes, the terms, the conditions, everything. So we are here to we support SMEs. That's our core. SMEs, we have SMEs at the back of at in front of our hearts, not back, in front.
It's not back. We are in front.
Not back. They're in front, they're at the forefront of our heart. So thank you so much for that. So I want
You're
to
welcome.
ask, so during so how was COVID-19 for you? Post-COVID and COVID era, how was it for you and your business? That would be my last question.
Okay.
Okay.
Funny enough, it's a mixed feeling actually, because okay, the business, the practical execution part of the business had a downtime. We were not working, we were not, money wasn't coming in. But it also, but the stay-at-home thing helped my creativity. Like I said, I'm very big on creativity, I'm very big on research. And I do a lot of 3D. So the fact that I was confined in the house, I was just with my laptop, so I was like, okay, this one that I'm at home, let me learn a skill. It's true, let me learn a skill, let me learn things I can, start imputing into the business. So while I was at home, I learned graphics design. I learned graphic design. I started learning animation. I sharpened my skills on 3D design. You get, so the fact that all those things I learned during the COVID period, when we now started, going out and everything, I started imputing them into the business. I started imputing them into, and they actually paid off. So the downtime of not working, not executing affected the business, but the creativity and the skills I picked up during the COVID period, made up for what we lost when we resumed. Yes, made up for the lost time, because realize that I now put in a lot of skills into what I'm designing for clients. I put in a lot of ideas, I put in a lot of things, and people see it and be like, did you? I will send my job. I'll send 3Ds to clients, and they'll be asking if I contracted it out for somebody to do. I'm like, no, now don't you trust me? I did it. I'm like, I did it. But it was the things I have learned during the lockdown, the skills I picked up during the lockdown that translated into the business, the growth of the business after lockdown. So on the long run, it was a win-win situation.
That's what I just wanted to say. So it's more or less like a win-win situation for you, because it also played a positive role into your business. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. So sorry for the whole network issues. I guess it's due to the weather.
The Nigerian factor. The weather too, yes, the rain.
The Nigerian factor. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for sharing your ideas, for sharing your thoughts with us. It has been a wonderful time with you. I've enjoyed every single time with you. So I would like you to just give us, in 1 minute, a parting message to SMEs. Thank you.
Strive for excellence. Strive for excellence. Nothing wrecks a starting SME than callbacks for jobs. You do a job and they call you, to come and refix this. Most times, by the time they are calling you to come and do something, you've finished spending the profit. So sometimes even the callback, what you have to do to fix the callback might even be more than the profits that you've made from from the project. So every time you get a job, strive for excellence. Make sure you do the job in a way that there will be no callback that, you spot something, or this thing you didn't as fault, or this thing you did, or you didn't do it right. And it's from excellence in job that you get referrals. When clients are pleased to other people. So strive for excellence in what you do. Don't settle for less. Strive for excellence in your work. That's my parting word.
Well, thank you so much for that. And I hope SMEs are listening out there. Strive for excellence. Make sure anything you do, while we were talking earlier on, I said, even if you're selling pepper, Make sure you are the best pepper seller.
Pepper seller.
That everybody will always want to come and buy from you. So strive for excellence. Be the best at what you do. Be the best at what you do. Be the best at what you do. So thank you so much, Mr. Adewunmi. Thank you, Mr. Adebayo Adewunmi.
Mr. Adebayo,
Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time. Yes. So do
Thank
have
you
a
for having
wonderful
me.
week. You're
And you
welcome. Bye bye. Yes, sir. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So thank you all for joining us in for today. Thank you all for joining us in for our today SME Roundtable. It has been a wonderful time with Mr. Adebayo Adewunmi. Remember to go on our YouTube channel, like and follow. Thank you so much. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.